All right, today, boys and girls, we are going to be creating some three-dimensional faces. These three-dimensional faces, could be realistic or they could be very fantasy and abstract. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take my red face. So obviously this is not a realistic creature or human, if you will. And I'm going to make it, let's see here, actually, no, I'm going to take it and fold it in half. I don't want my head to be too large. Once I make my hamburger fold, I'm going to open it and I'm going to cut it right down the fold. After I do that, I'm going to get rid of the one rectangle, put it to the side, and then take and create two small thin tabs on both sides so that I can glue this and this to be my rounded face. I need to glue here and glue here. Once I turn it over, I'm gonna take my head and stick it down so that it is rounding out almost like a cave. Now, I need to attach my head's neck. So I'm gonna use the same color and I'm gonna cut a thin rectangle for the neck because I'm gonna add some clothes at the bottom too. And you can even take it and have it be inside so that it's tucked away. Take your glue around the edges in the middle, and then you're gonna press it down. These could really be for more realistic portraits. They could be for fun monster portraits. Sky's the limit. But I wanna give a nose. The way to do a nose, you're going to take your piece of paper, you're going to fold a thin rectangle and then cut this thin rectangle straight up so that you can have here your however you want your nose to be. I think I'm even going to make it a little bit thinner, and I'm going to take and fold it more like a triangle. So I'm going to fold it in half, and then I'm going to do a little tab at the top, and I'm going to do a little tab at the bottom, and then I'm going to take my glue and glue it down to my creation after I glue the tabs together, so that it'll be almost popping up in this direction. I think though I'm gonna use, let's see, I'm gonna use the fold to really make it pop out even more. And actually, you know what? Come to think of it, I'm gonna do another glue here, making sure that I really reinforce my nose so that it doesn't fall off. Who wants a nose that falls off their body? I certainly do not. Then you can see it's kind of like a triangle this way. I'm gonna take, and wherever the edge is on the back, I don't want that coming forward, so I'm gonna glue on that side and then stick it down here. Oh, this is so much fun. All right, now, once I have this, notice I'm using my hand inside. I'm gonna start to add some other fun details. The creature's head needs a body, so I wanna give this some clothes, if you will. I'm gonna take this and start to use the other color paper to add some details. Maybe you want to have a rainbow mohawk. If you don't have all the different colors of the rainbow to do that, then that is okay. You can color your white paper to do that. I'm going to round for my shoulders and round for the other shoulder. And then depending on how you want your person, robot, creature to look, you could even do, I like to use my folds as a way of measuring in the half. And I'm gonna do a little triangle cut so that it looks more like a shirt. Once I do that, I'm gonna glue the back and make my shirt connected to the bottom of the page, just like this. If you were with me in 3rd grade when we made our realistic self-portraits, oh, that's looking fun, you'll remember how to do those shoulders. Now, we need some fun and silly looking hair. I think I'm gonna actually go with white hair, and I'm going to cut thin strips to make some wild looking hair. And you may think, well, why in the world flat white hair? Not fun. We're gonna do a little bit of a trick. We're going to use the thin rectangular strips and something that's round. You could use a marker, your pencil, your finger. Take these strips and start to curl them around your marker. Once you curl all the way, when you pull them off, boing, you're gonna have some curly cues. So this is gonna be his wild hair. I'm going to start to add it around the top of his head for his hair so that we can get some crazy cool hairdos going on here. If you want to have rainbow colored hair, color your white strips the different colors of the rainbow. For time-saving purposes, I'm going to do more than one at a time, but I don't want you to do too many curls at a time or it won't curl up as nicely as one at a time will. So I would add some more all the way around. Once you're done adding your hair, maybe you want to start and add some ears, especially if you're trying to make your person be more realistic. You could get peach colored skin, tan colored skin, brown colored skin. I always say skin color, there is no such thing as black or white skin. White skin is never this color. Black skin is never the color of black. There is no such thing as black or white. There's browns, tans, olives, mahoganies, all sorts of awesome skin color. When you are adding your ears, if you're trying to make it realistic, think about the color of your skin tone and that best matches you. Then I'm going to go and I'm going to create some half oval ears. Same thing, to be able to add it, I'm going to do tabs so that they come off here. When you make your tabs, you're going to then glue them and press and hold it on. Then I'm going to do another one. Glue that tab, press and hold it on. Some of the most fun projects that I've had doing these at home to come up for you guys, I have had so much fun. I hope you guys have been having as much fun as I've been having. When I want to make some eyes, maybe I want to make them large because he's a shocked person. So I'm going to take my paper, fold it in half so that I can get two. And these are going to be more cartoon eyes, not very realistic. So once you have, oh, look at those silly eyes. Once you have the shape of your eyes, maybe you want to draw some detail. I'm going to draw a black pupil. That's the center of our eyeball. And I'm going to make it kind of more animated. So I'm going to do a half semicircle, and I'm also going to make it have a bright spot. So I'm not going to color that part in black. I'm only going to color in around there so that I can see my eye coming to life here. I'm also going to do the same on the other eye, and I'm going to do the bright spot so that it makes it look like my person is looking to that direction. And then fill it in here. All right, now I need to glue these eyes down. When you're thinking about what other details you want to create, maybe your creature is going to have, or person is going to have big teeth coming out like a jack-o'-lantern. Halloween passing makes me think of those types of teeth. You get to decide and play around. All right, so now I'm going to take this, press and hold it down. Notice my hand inside so I don't flatten the three-dimensional look of it. And then press it down. Oh, look at how much fun he's coming out really, really nicely. If you are trying to create a mouth, you could do a number of things. You could draw a mouth, which I think I'm going to by using the inside of my hand. You may want to cut out a mouth, and that actually might be the better bet because it's pretty challenging to try to draw on a rounded surface. But for time-saving purposes, I'll just go with it. And maybe I'm gonna have this bottom half be darker. And then on the top part, I might add some lines to show some teeth. So I could do something like this. And then I'm gonna give him a little, there we go. Now, my person is by no means 100% finished, but you can see how you can add details to your background. You could add details to your ears or your cheeks. You can add some bows, ladies, to your hair, whatever you would like to do. I am not going to go on because I want you all to be able to take your creative freedom in your artwork, and I can't wait to see what you come up with. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye-bye. I'll see you soon.